Hello, YouTube family. I know it's been a while since I've been on YouTube, but hopefully I can be proactive in posting videos, just talking about everyday life, how some of the things that I feel everybody else might feel. So before I jump into this conversation, I don't know how to turn my phone over to show you some things, but I wanted to show you all my tablescape for Christmas. I actually kind of did like a theme. Some of these things that I found in, well, majority of the things I found were at Big Lots. The napkins came from Kohl's. All the rest of the stuff, like the gold plates, I had already. But as you can see, like the plaid plates I found at Big Lots. The decor and like the centerpiece, I've already had this for a couple of years, but I did find this at Big Lots. So it turned out very good. I like the new addition to Christmas, besides all of the other decorations that I had. Um, and I guess I could just show you my tree. Well, this is the tablescape for the coffee table. Like I said, it's a theme that I just started doing just because I was homesick. I'm from Louisiana. I live in Virginia. So I just wanted to give it like a better feel of that country living, instead of, like feeling like when I live here, I'm in the city mostly, but I just wanted to give a little heads up. Well, not heads up, but wanted to let my husband know that we're going to change our decorations a little bit different this year. So, and he was very pleased with it, for the most part. So, let's just get down to the purpose of the video. This station, um, that I have on YouTube is going to be very different. It's going to be more like a vlog, where I'm talking about different things, doing different things, decor, um, maybe even some cooking on here, but mainly just talking about everyday things about life. Um, One of the things about life that hit me today was depression. Oh my God. So I'm gonna try not to make this video too long, but I kind of feel like it will be. But right now, for the most part, I'm just blabbering. So, um, as far as for what I know for depression, depression is considered like a very bad state. You fall into this black um, hole of you not wanting to do something, and usually it's because of something in your life that has been altered to send you into depression, and you find it very difficult to get out of it. Um, Honestly, I would like to say that um, I have slipped into depression. Oh wow, like a few times over the years, and this year, um, with everything that has been going on, from just family members having illness, my husband being sick with his condition, and just a whole lot of other things in my marriage, in my career. I have slipped into a depression a couple of times because of that, because I feel like my life has not been so. Mm, it hasn't been so. I'm not gonna say genuine, because it's always genuine, but I think it just hasn't been so good for me. I went to school for 4 years. The first 2 years I went, got my associate's degree, and this was after getting my GED. After making a big accomplishment with that, I decided to go to college and got my associate's degree. Um, I got an associate's degree in allied science, and immediately after that, I became a phlebotomist, and I worked for Red Cross for probably like a year and a half. I enjoyed that very much, but the traveling of it was taking a toll, not on just my marriage, but it was taking a toll out on me, because it wasn't something that was very consistent, and I kept traveling all these different places, and didn't really have like a set schedule of when I was going to come home. I had a set schedule of when I had to be to work, but it was never a set schedule of when I had to come home. And depending upon how far we went, that can be anywhere between 7, 8 o'clock, unless I was working on Fridays at the actual location of Red Cross, where I know 7, maybe 6:30, I would be home, which the location was only at the time about 5, 10 minutes from my house. So I decided to go ahead and venture out and look for other jobs, and I started working for a hospital in Charlottesville, UVA. I worked in the core lab for a year and a half, and I really liked it, but I didn't like the schedule that I was in, which was a nine to no, excuse me, it was a 1 to 9:30, um, and I worked one weekend out of the month, which was good compared to working every weekend. So that was really nice. But the scheduling wasn't really good for me. But I ended up applying at another location in the hospital, which is with the core lab. It's just a different department. And I worked from 7:30, excuse me, to 4 o'clock. With no weekends, no holidays. So that was great. But I had a couple of things um, that altered my thinking as far as for where I should be as far as for in my career. And then there were a couple of other things in my marriage that just kind of came in the mix with that, and it sent me into a place where I could have said, oh, this is depression, but was being very in denial about it. And so I just kind of like just threw that like out the windows, like, oh, no, 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 it's not it, it's not that. um and so with depression, if you see the signs, and I know it's hard to see signs and then act on it, because most people, just like me, are very in denial about certain things that happen in their life, and it happens in their body. But if you see the signs, try to do something about it. A lot of people don't try to do something about it because they're very in denial about depression, and they have really like no support. Um, when it comes about depression, and mainly the reason why they don't have support, because nothing is being said. Nobody says anything about depression unless you're with a significant other and they really know you and they can tell like something is wrong. That will be the only time that somebody would know, unless you got people that really know you that would say, well, something's off with Tina today, something's off with such and such today, let's try to reach out to her, let's try to reach out to him. Depression is very serious business. Um, the first time that I realized that I was in depression, I basically closed all the blinds and wanted everything to be dark. Um, that was like my safe haven for something not to come in, no light, no nothing. And it would kind of aggravate me when my husband would come in. Not that it's his fault, because it's not, but it would just aggravate me because at that time I wanted to be by myself. I wanted to wallow and just stay in bed and not do anything and just try to figure things out. And I knew that that wasn't going to be the right way to do it because I needed help. Um, and so, with all that being said, I slipped into a depression. I was able to talk to somebody and get the help that I need. But I just want to say that anybody that is going through depression, it is hard. You're not alone. You do have a support system. You can always talk to somebody, especially somebody that you know would be understanding to your needs physically and mentally. Mentally, is the strong part of it, because you have all these different thoughts that are coming in your mind about how you think things should be, and then you doubt yourself and you shut that down, and then that's not it, and this, that, and the third. I've had a lot of issues mainly with depression because of my career. Like I said, I went to school, got my associate's degree. I went back to school immediately after I graduated my associate's degree and got my bachelor's. And I got to a point in a state in my life where I felt like with that bachelor's, I'm not able to get or to receive the type of career that I want to get. And so when I don't receive it, of course I fall into a slump because I'm thinking like, well, maybe I'm not doing right. Maybe my approach at the job is not right. Maybe my look may not be right for folks. So it really kind of just like deteriorate me mentally and inside, that I felt like, well, this is the place that I'm always going to be stuck at. And now I just have to deal with it, and I have to push myself to move and go forward and try to live the best life that I can live with the current job that I have. The good thing about that is that I have God on my side. So I know that there is going to be a time where I'm going to get that dream job that I deserve for as hard as I worked. But I have to get myself into a position where I'm no longer thinking about bad things, and I am no longer doubting myself and tearing my own self down because of how situations have played out in my life. So, depression is so real. Um, some people don't make it out of depression, and it alters their life. Um, Me myself, I try not to slip into depression, but things happen. So I'm so grateful that I have a support system that is around me to be able to help me and say, hey, look, it's going to come, change is going to happen. You just have to be patient. Just keep praying, just keep doing what you're doing. Things are going to be shown in the light of you. So to anybody out there that feels depressed, that sees or feel like they're slipping into a depression, please, please don't give up on yourself. Tell somebody. That way you can figure out how you can be able to get help. What is the next step into getting that help and how you can move forward. Um, I'm sorry this video is as long as it was because I was just babbling, but thank you for tuning into my video. If you have any questions or would like to relay any information about this subject, please list your comments below. Also, like and subscribe my video, and also click the notification bell to get more videos such as this one ahead. I love you guys. Stay positive, stay blessed, stay prayed up. Have a wonderful day.